I believe in treating everyone equally. No matter race, culture, religion, gender, socioeconomic status, or ability, everyone deserves equality. Too many people, including educators, see a person's disability as a barrier and as a burden. I see a person's disability just as something that is a part of that person, never as something that should be looked down on. I have been surrounded by people who have disabilities my entire life. I had a classmate in grade school who had autism. I have an aunt who has a developmental disability. I babysat a young girl who had Down syndrome and had 2 cousins who use wheelchairs due to muscular dystrophy. After the young girl I babysat and both of my cousins died due to their disabilities, I knew I wanted to continue to be around people who have disabilities. During high school, I started volunteering at Misericordia, which is a home in Chicago for adults who have disabilities. I would paint and make food with the adults there. I also volunteered at Camp Daniel, which is a camp for adults and children who have disabilities. At Camp Daniel, I built cabins for the future campers before the camp officially opened up. The more and more time I spent with people with disabilities, the more I fell in love with working with them. My strong belief of treating everyone equally is why I have chosen to become a special education teacher.
Zoe was diagnosed with autism spectrum disorder when she was 5, but she really didn't understand the meaning of disability until her parents enrolled her in their neighborhood public school on the assumption that by law, the school would provide a range of appropriate services to ensure her social and academic success. So they were unprepared, to say the least, for the school's placement of Zoe in a regular classroom without any supports or accommodations because, as the principal openly acknowledged, the school district did not have the funds to provide them.
This is the reality for many children with disabilities who are in schools, and I want to help change that. Every child can learn, just not on the same day or in the same way. I believe that this quote fits the goal and purpose of special education perfectly. Many educators think that when a child has a disability, they are unable to learn or will have much more trouble learning just because of their disability. This is something that has always upset me, because a disability never prevents someone from learning. They just need to learn in a different way than others may learn. This is what my goal is for when I am a special education teacher, to stop these stereotypes and help people realize that students with disabilities can learn just as any other child. They just need to be taught in a different way. They need to be treated as equals to their fellow classmates who are able-bodied. I started to see this in real life during my ETE 116 placement at Thomas Jefferson. I was in a self-contained classroom with 3 to 5-year-olds who had moderate disabilities. There were only 5 students, and these 5 students and my cooperating teacher, Miss Waller, affected and changed my life forever. These students never let their disability stop them, and they were extremely fast and quick learners. Miss Waller, my cooperating teacher, never treated her students differently despite their disabilities, and she always treated them as equals and with respect. She taught me how to scaffold and support students with disabilities, and how to teach them in the best way possible. I will never forget these students or Miss Waller, as they continue to motivate and inspire me every day. I have also learned so much throughout my time receiving my English as a second language endorsement. Prior to the ESL curriculum at Bradley, I had no idea how much of a need there was for ESL teachers, as English language learners are often overlooked and not treated as equals to their classmates whose native language is English. As I stated, I believe in treating everyone equally, and this includes both people who have disabilities and ELL students. I have learned how to properly advocate, support, scaffold, motivate, and encourage ELL students. Receiving my ESL endorsement has taught me to embrace all kinds of students and to always welcome and encourage all kinds of languages and cultures into my classroom. I really saw all of these important aspects in real life during my placement at Manual High School during ETE 237. My cooperating teacher was Miss Bailey, and I was in her ESL classroom. Miss Bailey is the biggest advocate for ELL students I have ever met, and she is their biggest supporter through everything. Ms. Bailey embraced all of her ELL students' cultures and languages and constantly helped them achieve in the English language. Ms. Bailey showed me how to welcome ELL students and how to advocate and support them in the best way possible to ensure their success. My dream is to work with young children who have moderate to severe disabilities and teach them life skills. I want to change students who have disabilities and their families' lives by doing everything I can to teach that child and help them live their life to the fullest. I want to stop the horrible stereotypes towards people who have disabilities and help others realize that all children can succeed. They just need to be taught in different ways and to be seen as equals. With my ESL endorsement, I will support all ELL students and their cultures and native languages and show others that they should be treated and supported just as other students are. I believe in treating everyone equally, and I will continue to treat everyone equally and help others see that all people should be treated equally through special education. Thank you for watching my digital storytelling, and I really hope you enjoyed it.